Hello viewers, welcome to my channel as if you knew.
Rumblings began recently when Parade raised speculations that Cameron Mathison, now embodying the often-loathed Drew Kane, could be headed out. The article noted heightened fan disgust at Drew's manipulative tactics, plotting against Michael and pushing custody narratives that deeply affected his stepkids. These actions painted Drew as increasingly irredeemable, precipitating mounting questions over whether the character is being staged for a dramatic exit. While no official network confirmation has emerged, whole brain theories are flourishing. Might Drew be written off through prison, disgrace, or even murder? On-screen evidence seems to be leading toward a crisis point. The tipping point: Drew's spiral into villainy. Over recent episodes, Drew's behavior has steadily deteriorated. In a widely discussed scene aired June 9th, he deliberately voiced custody doubts in earshot of young Wiley, claiming Michael would abandon his children. A cruel maneuver that broke hearts and fractured public perception. Critics described this as Drew's deplorable new low. The backlash from both fans and characters within Port Charles has been swift, fueling speculation that the series is priming Drew for a permanent exit. So what lies ahead? Many soapy insiders suspect a murder plot conceived either by a person snapping under pressure or as a C-list character finishing the messy arc. Target on Drew: who might kill him and why? The mounting tension presents several plausible suspects. Willow, Drew's fiancée, stands at the top of the list. Betrayed repeatedly and pushed to emotional breaking points by Drew's custody manipulation, some speculate she could reach a breaking point and lash out violently to protect the children and herself. Nina, Willow's mother, also fits the profile. She's both desperate to shield her family and morally torn at Drew's growing toxicity. A few soap-savvy previews suggest Nina might take the fall. Perhaps even the action in Willow's stead, triggered by her fierce maternal instincts. Carly and Michael, with Michael's recent recast to Rory Gibson and return during the nurse's ball, his presence is destabilizing Drew's grip on Willow. Carly, Michael's mother and Drew's adversary, may even encourage retributive action, though whether it crosses lethal lines is unclear. Other darker possibilities. Soap Dirt has teased that a twist in the upcoming Drew-Willow wedding could involve a literal crash, maybe a prostitute crashing the party to reveal damaging truths, spiraling circumstances into chaos or even murder. In short, the endgame for Drew is being positioned as a high-stakes murder mystery, with any number of Port Charles residents as potential culprits. Casting ripples, Cameron Mathison's status and show tensions. Even though actor Cameron Mathison wasn't announced to be exiting, the sudden escalation of Drew's villainy signals writers are clearing space for a major storyline or exit. Historically, daytime dramas tend to sanction murder or disappearance for departing characters with tinted morality arcs. On the other hand, Mathison's role on General Hospital has become hotter and hotter. He was deliberately chosen to fill the role in 2021, lending star power and gravitas. He's also fresh off a big personal setback. In January, his home burned during the Altadena wildfires, but he returned to set almost immediately, earning praise from co-stars for his tenacity and professionalism. There's also industry chatter, via People and others, that General Hospital is pulling in new talent like All My Children alum Daniel Cosgrove to intensify Drew's storyline, suggesting high-level shakeups ahead. Meanwhile, Mathison himself has embraced the negative reaction to Drew's behavior, speaking publicly about the backlash and how it mirrors his early soap days, albeit he remains focused on dramatic payoff, not retreat from the role. Recasting, retaliation, and rewrite. How mysteries unfold. Let's map probable pathways forward. Murder mystery arc. Drew gets knocked off. A prime-time investigation follows. Everyone's a suspect. Everyone's linked by motive. Custody showdown. Maybe his manipulations culminate in a courtroom disaster, and a psychotic breakdown or confrontation turns fatal, by accident or intent. Poisoned legacy. Was it a conspiracy, Sidwell, Carly, or Michael plotting an escape hatch for Willow and her kids? Redemption window? Could there be a mercy plot? Forgiveness on the table, only to be shattered by a surprise turn? Nothing's finalized. Rumor mills buzz that the upcoming Willow-Drew wedding episode, promised as a moment of public commitment, might be the narrative pivot, exploding into a kidnapping, scandal, or homicide. Michael's return and custody war fuel the frenzy. Meanwhile, the dynamics between Drew, Michael, Willow, and the children are heating up. Rory Gibson landed the role of Michael on May 23rd during the Nurses' Ball, injecting tension into Drew's orbit and threatening his psychological hold over Willow, especially now that Michael is rallying support for his children. This tug-of-war over custody is more than plot fodder. It underpins Drew's narrative arc. Once he pushed Wiley into emotional turmoil, things flipped from unpleasant to unacceptable, eliciting public and on-screen backlash that seems engineered toward his demise. So, is Mathison leaving? And is Drew dead? Here's a balanced assessment. 1. No official exit has been announced yet. Mathison remains under contract, and the show today airs episodes featuring Drew. 2. That said, narrative structuring, character downfall, moral collapse, wedding gamble. All aligns with a classic soap egress, potentially fatal. 3. Whether his exit happens by murder, prison, or disappearance remains TBD. But the momentum suggests a major turning point episode is imminent, likely the wedding or the places right before/after it. For behind the scenes, the show has not wasted time planting seeds. The recast of Michael, Christopher Cosgrove's entrance, fan reactions, actress statements, all hint at an upcoming pivot. What to watch for in coming weeks? The wedding episode, likely a shocker, staged proposal, perhaps a courthouse or hospital aisle drama, built for explosive TV. Custody revelations. Will the storyline include David's side backing through legal filings? Deepening custody crisis that could act as a trigger. Fan and actor comments. Stay tuned for cast interviews. Cameron may soon speak about what's next. Spoilers might leak. Spin-off connections. Ryan Lavery. Era tension. Matheson's previous signature role may resonate metatextually. Cosmic irony for viewers. Final outlook. While no official word has dropped, everything in recent storytelling and casting signals General Hospital is structuring a climactic departure for Drew. Whether he ends up dead, locked up, or forced out remains unconfirmed, but the speculations are strong, and the soap world is tuned in. If you'd like, I can monitor developments closely and update you the moment anything breaks, whether plot spoilers, official statements, or first looks at Drew's final scenes.